How to get into high ticket affiliate marketing. What's up, guys? This is Jamie here, and in this presentation I'm going to go through the steps to take in order to get into high ticket affiliate marketing. If this is the first time on the channel, however, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to you. My name's Jamie. I'm a full-time affiliate marketer, also a coach for a program. Got well over 660 students absolutely crushing it with their affiliate marketing business. If you'd like to learn more about what we're up to, stay up to date with everything I'm putting out in my business, what I'm experimenting with from a very no BS approach, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. Right, let's jump straight into it. So here's the lowdown of what we're going to cover in this presentation. How to hit your first 1K day as a high-ticket affiliate marketer. Unfortunately, a big face is in the way, but you get the point. This is without tech or complex setup. And I know this is a little bit of a funny one because I won this award for building out funnels, and I'm here to tell you that don't actually need funnels to get started. Shh, don't tell Russell. But anyway, there's something that you can build in layers. I'm going to explain a little bit more about that as we go through this. So also going to cover exactly what affiliate marketing is, why it's one of the most highly profitable and efficient business models, not to mention one of the oldest. It's actually been around for a long time as well. Also going to go through into the different industries that you can go into, and last but not least, I'm going to cover what is, in my opinion, one of the biggest myths, which is the passive income myth, and most of what you'll discover online is BS. Right, that's a bold claim. So who am I? I'm not going to spend too much time here, but it is important. So you understand that I know a couple of things. I know a little bit about what I'm talking about here. So my name is Jamie Gardiner, by the way. Helped my family in e-commerce back in 1997. My mum set up an e-commerce store, helped her when I was a teenager. She was kind of my inspiration for jumping online and doing all this online stuff, basically. I started affiliate marketing in 2011. I was burnt out and very stressed with the job that I had at the time. I was working in the financial markets. And look, I have tried and failed at pretty much everything online, and I don't wear that with a badge of honor necessarily. It's really just to illustrate that no matter where you are in your journey, I can assure you're probably given a fair lot of what you've tried a go, and it hasn't always worked out as well. I also went bankrupt 2015. This is obviously something that was pretty damn hard at the time. But kind of like a phoenix, things kind of worked out. And so officially fired my boss 2017. I left the workforce. I had one client in the advertising space that I was working with at the time, and ended up building my business up. And then later in 2019, I started going back to affiliate marketing, and I was kind of in a space where things were a little bit, I was struggling, to be fair. I couldn't quite glue all the pieces together. And even though throughout this entire time, through 2011 onwards, I'd been doing affiliate marketing in the background and kind of as a side project most of the time, to 2019, and I just couldn't quite work out how to glue all the pieces together. I kept capping up my income, ended up partnering with what later became my mentor, now a very good friend of mine and also colleague, Jacob Karras, along with Chris Donnelly. We paired up to produce the Super Affiliate Accelerator. Jacob produced it, and I very kindly got to be a coach for that. And we actually won the ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club Award, which you can see behind me there, clocking over $1 million in revenue on a single funnel. It took us around about 14 months, starting from scratch. Started off as just a very basic cart page, so things can happen pretty rapidly. Right. Anyway, enough of that. You guys don't care. So what is affiliate marketing first and foremost? So I'm going to use two very real-life illustrations here so you understand the process and what it's all about. So if we assume that you're in the market for a brand new car, and so what happens is you go to the car lot. You go to a car sales yard, whatever country you're in. They probably call them slightly different things, but you get the idea. And so you go to the car yard, and someone comes out and they say, "Hey, I've got this whatever it is, red Tesla here. Do you want to drive it, see what it's like?" You say, "Yeah, sounds great. Thanks very much." So take it for a test drive, and then if you make that purchase, guess what happens? They're the salesperson. They have referred a customer. They receive a commission for doing so, right? Now, the same thing happens with real estate. Real estate agent shows you around the property, signs the dotted line, sign your life away with a big chunky mortgage. Guess what happens? They get remunerated. It can be 1 or 2%, depending on what the country is. And again, there's all sorts of fees and whatever. I better not state the actual percentages because they change for every company in every country as well, I'd imagine. But the point being is that there is a percentage given for people that sell those properties, right? So they get paid for doing that job. So this is basically the model of affiliate marketing, except that obviously this is done in the real world. Affiliate marketing is done online. There's a couple of little differences here. So you're essentially selling other people's products and you're receiving a commission for doing so. Okay, so it's no different than any sales role at all, except it's done online as opposed to in the real world. Right, main difference is you have what we call an affiliate link, and it doesn't impact the price of the product, doesn't impact anything at all. It is a legitimate business model. I think the numbers are around about 12 billion per year or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And what happens is if someone refers you an affiliate link, and you click on that link, a cookie, which is a tracking code, will be stored in your browser. This is something pretty much every single website in the face of the planet has. And it installs this little piece of tracking code. And then if you end up making a purchase, basically that person that referred you will be remunerated. Like I say, it doesn't impact the price. It's not, it's legit. It's been around forever. And that's basically it. A product vendor will then pay the commission to the person, right? Whoever refers that sale. Really, really simple. So, to give you an example of a real world thing that's probably a little bit more relatable for a lot of people is Amazon.com is actually the largest affiliate network in the world. It's the largest one in the world, okay? And so the thing with that is they pay a very small commissions, around about 2% per sale. So if you're selling something for $10, you're looking at getting whatever that is, not much, right? It is a $12 billion industry internationally. It does not affect the price of the product of the end consumer. And it's been around since 1989, would you believe? It's been around for a long, long time. It is safe. Millions of people make money doing it. Like I say, I've been doing this for 10 years, had a really big breakout in 2019. And it's been an amazing ride. It's very simple to start. It's a very low barrier of entry business model. If you're comparing it to, say, a brick and mortar business in the offline world, then you might be spending I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get involved in an offline business or to buy an existing business, things like that. Don't need any of those expenses. Getting started is really, really basic and simple to get started. So what you do need is a product, however. So let's address that. A couple of different types of products. Right. So now my slide decides not to work. Okay, there we go. Product types. So you can have a physical product. Like I said, Amazon, largest affiliate network in the world. So there's a whole bunch of them. They could be things like health supplements. They could be, like I say, anything on Amazon. Things like pet food, believe it or not, garden sheds. Literally almost anything. There is an affiliate offer out there for products, right? By contrast, and what I like to get into is digital products. And digital products are things like software. They are things like virtual events, coaching offers. They are training courses and programs, right? Not really that dissimilar to a university having some kind of broker. They might refer students to that university and then they receive some kind of commission for onboarding them, right? So same sort of process applies with affiliate marketing online. So in my opinion and my experience, and of the experience of many of my students as well, we've got well over 660 of them now, digital products are the best option, especially if you're getting started. And the reason why I say that is physical products, by contrast, have a very low commission rate. We're talking around about 2% for Amazon. Of course, there are other networks, and some of them are slightly higher, like 4 to 10% in some instances. But again, there is a whole bunch of issues. So there's supply chain issues, things like delivery issues. There's often you need a lot of volume. And what I mean by volume is a lot of traffic to your site, or a lot of people coming through, like clicking on your link in order to get any decent cash flow out the other side. So by contrast, if you're looking at digital products, very, very high commission, sometimes as high as 100% commission for one single sale. I know that sounds crazy, but it just, believe me, it can happen. It's pretty crazy. So it's also instant delivery in most cases. So you hit the buy button, you got your stuff, and you get an email straight away saying, hey, congratulations, here's your program, here's the login details, get started straight away. You don't need high volume in order to make money. And I'm going to explain the difference between high and low ticket in a little bit, but basically you can sell 3 to 5 high ticket products in a single month. You might be making 8 to 10K. It's really that simple. So as opposed to selling low ticket anyway, I'm going to go into that in a moment. Digital, what else? You can change industries really easily. You're not tied to any one, we call it a niche or niche, depending on what part of the world you're from. And you can really easily and simply change industries. It's very simple to start. Like I say, there's no huge startup cost. You're not investing 100K into buying a business or buying all the stuff. It's really simple. You can actually get started in most cases for under 5K, which I think is absolutely incredible. You don't need inventory to kick things off. You don't need to worry about customer service. There's no product delivery yourself. It's like I say, it's a $12 billion industry and forever growing. And it has scalability. Once you learn the fundamentals of sales, marketing, offer creation, all that type of stuff, there is huge levels of scalability within this, right? So you can grow your business in an unlimited capacity. I don't want to say unlimited, but you kind of get the point. You can blow that stuff up. It's also a skill that you can leverage for life. If you're able to learn affiliate marketing, it is in the trenches. It is marketing 101. It is really powerful. You can use that for other businesses. You can use that for your own products and promotions as you go through this pathway. It's really, really exciting stuff, and something that can potentially feed you for the rest of your life, which is really cool. So there's a couple of ways to get started. Number one is blogging. Still very popular 2021 and beyond. It's going to be popular forever as far as I'm concerned. But blogging, you probably clicked on an affiliate link in a blog. You've gone blah, 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 review, and then you read an article. And then at the bottom of the article it says, hey, this is where I found this information from. Click this if you'd like to learn more. Bang. So blogging, you can get started. A couple of moving parts when it comes to blogging. There's a few downsides as well, which I'll discuss. YouTube, you can actually just do exactly what I'm doing right here, is basically producing content that hopefully resonates with a couple of people, hopefully helps them out with a few things. And some of them may be interested in learning more about what you have and may be interested in becoming a customer at some stage as well. You can go onto Pinterest as well. You can set up boards. You can actually directly link from Amazon over to Pinterest. Of course, this at the time of recording, if you happen to be watching this in the future, then do your own homework on that one. But usually you can just jump on Instagram, and set up an email list as well. I've got a few of those. The list goes on. There's a whole bunch of ways. It is, like I say, one of the easiest ways to get started. And in my opinion, probably, and not even opinion, it's actually my experience more so than anything, is that the easiest way for you to get started is to quite literally go and have conversations with people. Because if you can converse with people on a one-to-one, you can explain the benefits of what it is that you have, and you know that's going to help them out, and you're enthusiastic about that, and you know that that product is going to serve them. That is easier than gluing all these complex things together to make something work, right? That's my experience, and that of all my students as well, like I say. Right. So I'm going to cover something that I call the passive income myth. And so one of the common misconceptions about the industry in general can be found in the phrase passive income. So if we define passive income as you do not need to work, you do not need to exchange time for money, right? So you don't need to work and money just keeps piling up, right? It's the dream for a lot of people, like the ease in which they acquire their finances. Like, passive income, like I'm a trillionaire and I just get free money all the time. Now, I'm sure there are instances where passive income does exist, specifically with the stock market or real estate, or when you have money and you're using that money to grow more money, basically. But in the instance of affiliate marketing, there are still things that you need to maintain. And I'm sure, like I say, with blogging, eventually you can get your sites up so that it provides sales into the future, but it does take a lot of work to get there as well. So most of the passive income techniques involve a ton of work and include a lot of active income first. And so this is, like I say, one of the misconceptions. A lot of people are like, I just want a system and a done for you and a that and this. And that's all bullshit. I'm here to say that that is absolute fucking bullshit. Sorry to start swearing in the middle of a blimmin' video, but obviously I'm very passionate about this, and I hate the fact that a lot of people end up going down this pathway where they get sold this idea. And I'm here to tell you that if you're jumping into this industry, you're jumping in this business model, it is exactly what I just said. It's business. What does business do? And what does that mean? It means that it requires work and maintenance and all that type of stuff, right? And so then once you get the cash flow, then you can go put it into passive income assets, of course. And there are certain things you can do, like say blogging over an extended period of time. You can build up sort of semi-passive, but you still need to update articles. You still need to make sure that you're compliant. You still need to do all sorts of stuff to make sure you don't lose rankings in Google and all that type of stuff, right? So anyway, I'm going to go through a couple of numbers to illustrate my point here. So two little characters here. These are the friendliest cartoons I could find. So this is what I'm referring to here. So the two people we've got is High Ticket Hilda. Okay, and so she sells a product that pays her, and this is meant to, apologies, my face is clearly in the way here, but pays her $1,000 per sale, right? $1,000, $1,000, one sale. You make $1,000 in a single day. Nice, huh? So High Ticket Hilda and her friend is Passive Income Pete. He sells a product and pays them $50 per month in recurring income, which is, that's not too bad. You have a few of those, you're doing pretty well. You got a decent month ahead of you, right? So let's look at the raw numbers behind this. And this is where people get a little bit stuck and why the passive income myth exists, in my opinion. So $1,000 per sale divided by, like, if we're comparing the two, so passive income Pete has to sell, either a $50 thing, so either he needs to sell 50 in a month to equate to one high ticket sale, or the other way to look at this is that if he makes one sale, that person has to stay with that recurring billing product or service or offering or software, whatever it is, for 20 months, just shy of 2 years. 20 months to equate to one single higher ticket sale. And this is where the economics starts to completely dissipate and disassemble, or whatever the other words are that I can't think of right now, that people get stuck with. They're like, cool, I just want passive income. And I'm like, yeah, sounds good. How are you going to do that? Cool, okay. Because here's the kind of other thing a lot of people aren't going to tell you, is that the attrition rate, as in the people that quit the stuff, is very high. A lot of people will only stay with things for 1 to 3 months, and then they burn themselves out, or that's, they don't have the cash flow to keep with it, or it no longer serves them, or they find an alternative, so on and so forth. So you've done all this work, get the sale, and then basically someone stays on for say 3 months, 4 months maybe. You still only made, in that case, your lifetime value of your customer is only $200, right? So completely different. And like I said, what that means for Pete is that to make that same lifetime customer value as Hilda for that single person, that person has to stay on for 20 months. I can't get more passionate about this. Like, it is so vital that you understand this. This is why I kind of get really passionate. I get frustrated with this industry because the opposite gets sold. It's easy. Yeah, don't worry, just make passive income, no problem at all. Because if it is that easy, then either a lot of people will be doing it, or perhaps it's a Ponzi scheme. So be mindful, right? Now, I'm not saying these things can't occur and that you can't build up passive income through selling something once and whatnot. I have products, for example, that I made a sale in 2017 that are still paying me to this day. Okay, they are out there. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. What I'm saying is it's important to understand the economics behind this and how much volume you need to drive in order to get the numbers that you think you're going to need, right? Because, like I say, there are outliers that people will stay with something forever, but they're few and far between. You're better off building something that can basically, where you learn some skills and you've got the active income first. So, and like I say, I should have just put the slide up first before talking, but basically people are going to say, look, yeah, but you sell it once and you make passive income, right? I mean, that's the whole goal. And like I say, that's the thing. But the reality is that most people don't stay on. They stay between 1 to 3 months for memberships or softwares, or you name it. And that is where the huge issue lies with this whole thing. So unless you have a lot of money to pour into ads, which for a beginner are a little bit tricky to get set up, to be honest, you're probably not going to be able to scale that easily as a newbie. It can be done. I'm not saying there aren't outliers, there aren't people out there that have done this stuff, but I'm just saying if you're looking at that, you're better off choosing a path of less resistance, right? And the path of less resistance, in my opinion, is selling high ticket stuff. So does that mean that you shouldn't be promoting a recurring subscription, a recurring business model? And the answer to that is no. Look, of course you can promote it. I've got my own membership, which pays a monthly recurring income to me. It's blooming brilliant. I set up an asset ages ago. It's still something I work on every month. I coach my students there. It's absolutely amazing. We have a great time. But then, like I say, there's an attrition rate to deal with, and there is all that stuff, right? But here's the thing. If you contrast what you're doing with a low ticket product, so you've got a high ticket product as your primary focus, because that's where the cash flow is going to come from, understand that not everyone has the financial capacity to jump into a high ticket program. Not everyone can afford to invest in the growth of their business. They're not going to throw $5,000 or $10,000 at a business at a high ticket offer. They might only have $30 to their name, so they might be more interested in something that is lower ticket, right? Or maybe the recurring option serves them better, and so they're more likely to go with that, because not everyone is going to fit into the same hole that you try and shove them through, right? So, for example, if Hilda's main focus is on her high ticket offer, it's likely that she might meet people that would love to be part of it. They see the benefits, they have seen the success stories from all the other students that have gone through it, but they don't have the capacity to invest, okay? And so therefore, of course, in those situations, if she's got that offset product, low ticket or recurring, that's great. It means that her portfolio over time is going to build. She's going to have the high ticket sales coming in, and they're just going to have the offsets, right? And that's how you build it up over time. All right. So, what are some industries to go into? So, there are literally thousands of products. I apologize, my head is, I didn't realize it was going to take up so much space. But anyway, hopefully you get the point. There are literally hundreds of thousands of products out there, and a whole bunch of industries, a whole bunch of niches they can go into. The three major ones are health, wealth, and relationships as a blanket overview, right? So, health being things like, for example, weight loss or diet or skincare or beauty, I guess, as well. Wealth, make money online, make money through trading, make money through whatever, real estate, etc., etc. And relationships, of course, that is pretty self-explanatory, right? So they all pretty much tie into those. In fact, I'm going to say everything is a derivative of those three if you really think about it. So what I'd do is I would suggest that you pick an evergreen niche or niche, as there will always be buyers and new people interested. Can't even speak today. So what I mean by that, what's evergreen? Let's just go into that real quick. It means that there's no end to the market. Because if hypothetically you are going based on a trending topic and that all of a sudden dies and is no longer popular, then you are stuck, right? You do not have a business that is sustainable over the long term. So I would encourage you to go into something that is evergreen. And so to give you a real world example, and forgive me, I have not done my homework on this. I'm just throwing it out there based on my own observations. But that game from Nintendo with the blooming Pokemon, the Pokemon Go or whatever that was called. See, obviously, I clearly never got into it myself. But that came up and was international. It was huge, absolutely massive. The Pokemon app and the game, and go to find your Pokemon and blah blah blah. And then, where is that now? Like, I don't know anyone talking about it, but there was people in my neighborhood, for example, and I'd see them walking around outside and like got their phones and they're driving and they're trying to drive to get the Talazar, what the hell they're called. But now, where is it now? Like, you never hear anything. I don't hear anything. Maybe I don't, just because I don't move in those circles anymore. But you get the point. If you base your whole business model off something like that, boom, gone, puff of smoke. There's a whole bunch of them out there. So I would encourage you to jump into the ones that are evergreen. Right, what else? So for me, my niche is affiliate marketing. So alongside coaching and info product creator, which I know is kind of broad, but realistically, I'm an affiliate first and foremost. I do a lot of coaching, have one-on-one students, also have a bunch of products that I've created over the years, which have helped people out with a whole bunch of things, sales, marketing, you name it, content creation, etc., which is still broad, but it technically falls under the wealth thing. And so if you're looking for one, this is what I would probably suggest that you get into. Like I say, a couple of key benefits here. It is easy to get set up. You don't need anything overly complex. Once you master it in this particular space, in the affiliate marketing space, you can literally take it anywhere. I'm not kidding. You can take it to other niches easy. You can take it to other industries. You can go offline. I've seen people, our own students, that started with our program, and within weeks they were like, "Hey, so it turns out that what you guys teach is legit. Thanks. And I've blown up my offline business. I don't really need this whole online thing anymore." Like, yeah, it is a blanket thing that you can use in anything, no matter what you end up getting into, because they're fundamentals. It's not like a thing that's going to change. It's all based on human psychology, which is really fun. So there's always going to be buyers. There's always going to be people that are wanting to change the situation. They're wanting to get out of the crappy job that they hate. They're wanting to get more income to pay for holidays, or I was going to say their clients' tuition, their children's tuition fees, things like that. There's always that stuff out there. There's always going to be new buyers coming into it and being interested in this stuff, right? There's always some great products. There really is. There's some absolutely incredible products out there. And unfortunately, there's a lot of bad ones too. There's a lot of people that have some disingenuous intentions, I guess you could say, and so just be mindful of those, of course. But for the most part, there are some really, really great products. It is also a skill that's going to carry you for life and across anything you do online. So a lot of our students, they've come in and within a very short space of time, and I say short space of time, I'm talking like 1 month up to say 6 months, for argument's sake, they absolutely crush it with affiliate marketing, hit 10K, 20K plus per month, and then they're like, okay, well, I need a new challenge. And so people then, what tends to happen as a kind of illustration of how this works, people go, hey, you are kicking butt, and I like you because you seem normal, and I would like to learn what it is that you do. So can you teach me? And so then they go, okay, well, I'm going to start charging for my coaching offer. And so that when they do, and all of a sudden they're now becoming a coach based off that. So they start an affiliate, become a coach. As a general rule, you don't have to do this, by the way. And then they end up developing their own product. So it's going to have a cyclical effect. And if you never want to do that, thankfully, affiliate marketing is kind of lucrative. I had a 40K month last month, so it does, works incredibly well. So anyway, so here's how to start banking 1K days without complex setup. And I know there's a sense of hypocrisy when I say this because, I want to ClickFunnels 2 Common Award. Thanks, Russell. Appreciate it. We clocked over $1 million in revenue for our program. That was in early 2021. Actually, only just got the award in August 2021. But here's the cool thing. You don't actually need to start with any complex stuff. I'm going to explain why. So the moment you've all been waiting for, right? Let's dive into it. This process I'm going to reveal here is something that has been taught to over 660 students. Like I say, some of them have gone on to have incredible achievements online. There's one dude, Aaron, local here in Melbourne, amazing lad, absolutely love the guy. He was forced to leave his job, and I believe it was as a plasterer that caused debilitating neck injuries as well. And so he ended up making over 100K in 6 months' time, which is absolutely unbelievable. He had no audience, no prior experience, nothing at all. He just devoted himself to learning this pathway and absolutely kicking butt with it. Dude is an absolute beast. Blake's another guy who cracked past 10K per month, only a few short months. He runs his own coaching offer now and banks well over 50K a month. In fact, I think he's closer to 70K at the time of recording as well. So he's doing pretty well. Here's another example. This is Lorna, had a 2K a day there. Had Jane, who went from nothing to 13K in just 3 weeks. It's absolutely amazing. Got Mike over here who joined us and is quitting his job. He's absolutely dominated. We've got Flip over here, made just shy of 11 grand in literally just 5 days, absolutely kicking butt. We've got Mark over here, who's won a second affiliate contest. Unfortunately, my head's in the way, but you get the point. Second affiliate contest. We've got, sorry, I don't see the name, unfortunately, but 3K in 48 hours, it's not too bad. Melvin, absolutely smashing it. 10K in commissions paid out over there. We've got James, who's a product developer. It's come in and absolutely dominated with an amazing launch there as well. So, this stuff works. These are just everyday people that started off and had a desire to basically develop their skills and discover how they could actually start profiting from affiliate marketing rather than kind of floundering around all the time. So, look, the simple process without tech and complex setup, all that type of stuff is quite simply this. You need to have an offer, right? And so an offer is basically something that you are producing and selling to your audience. So it could be a product, but the way that I refer to offer is you got your product there as an affiliate. So this is where it was a camera. Product that you're promoting, and it's the gift wrapping on the outside. It's kind of like how you present that to your audience, right? So that's the offer in very basic terms. Conversion, you actually only need one method of conversion, and you don't actually, like I say, I know it sounds really weird me saying this, right? But you don't need funnels to get started. And I get there's so much hypocrisy in this because then if you start clicking below this video, there's funnels and all sorts of stuff there. Like, hang on a minute, Jamie, what are you talking about? Well, the point being is that you don't actually need them to get started. Like I say, the easiest and most efficient way is for you to go and communicate with another human being on a one-to-one basis, see if and how you can help them out with something. Literally, that is it. And once you do that, then you start building in layers. You start building out a funnel after you've learned how to just go and connect with a few people and make some sales and actually do well. Then worry about that complex stuff later on, right? That's how you do it. Think of Occam's razor. Occam's razor, very simply, is the simplest option is more often the best, basically. You also need an audience. If you don't have audience or slash traffic, depending on how you want to view this, absolutely no point. Like, if you can have a conversion process, you can have a great offer, but you got no audience, then and no one's getting eyes on your offer, you got no business, right? And this is often the problem with affiliate marketing in general, is that people jump in and they go, hey, you need a funnel, you need all this stuff, you need your autoresponder sequence and stuff. Like, okay, sounds great. And they spend 6 months working on stuff, and then at the end of it, nothing's happening. There's no audience. There's no credibility within their audience. There's no reason why people just jump on their offer and start buying things, right? So let's start with an offer. So like I say, it's the program that you're promoting and how you're positioning it in the market. And so if you think about how can it be of benefit to someone, what problems does it solve for them? What tools and additional resources can you add to help them? And this is the benefit of having a high ticket product, by the way, because you've got a big chunk of margin, right? If you're getting paid a grand or $1,500 for a sale, then of course it's a lot easier to assume that you'd be quite happy to spend, say, and I'm not saying you have to do this, by the way, but going out and buying $500 worth of things that you can put out there with your actual product, which help that end person out. And it's going to make you stick out in a crowded marketplace as well. But think about how you can help them, what type of support you can help them with, all that type of stuff, right? So next we're going to cover the conversion. So this is where basically the process of how are you going to convert audience members, so cold audience members, as in people that have never seen you before, into hungry buyers. And it's actually a lot simpler than you may be thinking, okay? So for me, I choose Facebook as my primary platform for a couple of reasons, which I will cover. However, basically all you need to do is add content that helps your audience, that shows your authority and builds your credibility, which, like I say, is very perfect for newbies. We've had here one of the examples at the moment we're going to do called Brian is absolutely coming and smashing it, gone from 0 to I think 20K in revenue. So let's say it's about 11 grand or 10K in commissions and something like, I think it's 60 days or something. Don't quote me on the specifics here, but the dude is an absolute beast and crushing it. Point being is that can be done if you are dedicated and you understand the fundamentals of this stuff as well. And of course, if you have the right guidance along the way. So quite simply, add people that are into the same stuff as you. Like, there's no point if I'm selling, say, for example, an affiliate marketing related offer, like how to become an affiliate, and then I'm going into like dating, where there's a whole bunch of people that are looking for the perfect match or perfect partner, and I'm trying to sell them that. Like there's a mismatch, right? So go to where the buyers and the people that are interested in this stuff already are, like massively powerful stuff. Engage with their content so you get noticed. Okay, it's about creating something called reciprocity. You want to give first in order to get. And what I mean by engagement is quite simply just spending time writing comments on their content, assuming it's relevant and recent. There's two golden rules with that one. Reach out and have a chat. Like literally, if you see someone in affiliate marketing, you're learning all this stuff yourself. You go and reach out to them. Hey, how's it going? How's life? Hey, I notice you're into affiliate marketing as well. What are you up to? Like, this is fun, and especially if you understand the process there, it becomes pretty enjoyable. You start building a bit of a brand around yourself, start getting that credibility through being able to help people with, maybe there's someone who hasn't learned this stuff yet and you're just starting out yourself, but you kind of go through this pathway together, which is really exciting. So what else? Let's address an audience. What do you need for that? So like I say, I love Facebook, and the reason why I love it, 2.8 billion users now. This is probably an older stat. It may well have changed, might be higher than that now. And so when you can create content to communicate with people with individually, you can create content to communicate with them individually on a one-on-one, but you can also communicate with them on a one-to-many. So you put out one post and a whole bunch of people can see it, right? Or you can communicate in Messenger on a one-on-one, which is awesome. It allows you to be proactive with your marketing efforts. So a lot of people, quite literally, and I'm sorry to generalize here, they just don't want to do the work. Like, this is why people buy these passive income bullshit schemes out there, because they would rather just buy something that they think is going to make them money rather than actually taking the time to be proactive with their marketing efforts and being out there and messaging people and reaching out and saying, hey, what's up, and building your clout within your audience. Because people are, maybe they don't want it bad enough, I don't know. Right. So the cool thing is, though, you can frame yourself as someone people want to work with based on who you are, your stories, how you connect through your content. So this isn't actually all that hard. It's really just you being authentically yourself, sharing your life pathway, your stories, how you're able to help people, what you have tried in the past, the good stuff, how who you actually want to work with as well. One of the things I say is, call out who your ideal audience is. So for me, I don't want to work with people that aren't prepared to take this seriously. So that means that, I'm sorry, if you're just thinking that everything on the internet should be free, then this probably isn't the right pathway for you. In fact, I would encourage you to maybe go and check out another channel, because this isn't about that. So that's something that I call out. That is my ideal audience. People that take self-responsibility, they can see this as a credible business model, and are prepared to put in the work to make their dreams a reality. So when you put out content posts, what you'll find, there's a bit of an art form to this, but you'll find after a while your perfect audience starts to come to you. This is called attraction marketing. And so what happens is they start to see, oh, this person seems legit, and they have a bit of experience, and while they're obviously part of something bigger than themselves, that is something that I wouldn't mind being part of. So quite often I get people reaching out to me just going, hey Jamie, how's it going? Saw that you're an affiliate, and I don't know really what you're up to, but I'd love to kind of have a chat, see if we can, can help me out with stuff. So my customers a lot of the time just come to me inbound, which is really cool. So that's the kind of the idea of where you're wanting to head with doing all this stuff. So audience, continue. If you can put out posts just like these, you can do this, right? It's not overly complex. Mindset is the most important aspect of your online business. Agree or nah? You know, Another one's my wife there. How long will it take to hit X? As you can see, there's 162 comments on one post. Got 199 on those. Just for clarification as well, I reply to a lot of these comments. So let's say there's about half that are actually legitimately people commenting, the rest of them are me just replying to them. Reason being, by the way, two things: that it locks someone into my content. What I mean by that is if I reply and tag their name into the reply, then of course it's going to get them to see that as well, which then means they're going to see more and more and more of my content. Plus, it also looks great when you've got a whole bunch more comments there as well. Another one, number one question I ask yourself: if you're wondering what to focus on in your online business, is what I'm doing right now going to increase the probability of bringing revenue into my business today? This will help you move the needle further in your business. 108 comments there. So if you're able to create little posts like these, which obviously aren't super complex, you're going to be able to do what I am encouraging you to do. Right? So super easy. Conversion. Here's an example of me banking a sale. Look, this is someone that was a former customer, so I did kind of know them. However, as you can see, it's not overly complex. It's literally just, hey, I've got this thing. Can I shoot you a link? Cool, done. They bought it straight away, right? So not overly complex. If you can follow some simple instructions, you can go through a framework that takes someone from a stranger, gets you to connect with them to see whether you can actually serve that person, and then makes them an offer. If you can do that, you can make this whole thing work as well. Right. So where to next? Look, if you'd like to discover the simple processes, a step-by-step I use to make as much as 40K per month, look, I have a group. There's nothing to buy here. There is an awesome free community, and there's a link below here somewhere. So we host things like competitions. We have a bunch of stuff in there in terms of resources, files, how-tos, like everything you need in order to get started in affiliate marketing, work your way up. And of course, if there is something that I can help you with as well, I do also offer coaching, and clearly I have programs that are designed to help people both advance and complete newbies as well. I've been doing this for 10 years, like I say, and I've got some amazing results with our students. So click that link below, join the free community, and look forward to catching up with you guys very soon. Thanks very much for joining me, guys. My name is Jamie. Smash that subscribe button, leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks very much.